Hello, everyone. Welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, sometimes crazy side of tech available on the interwebs. I am your tech leader, Ray McNeil. Coming to you from the studio this time around. I figure life is getting back to normal. Well, I should get back to normal as well. Get into the studio, maybe shave a little bit, try to lose a couple pounds. We'll see how that goes. And showcase the coolest technology that I can find on the interwebs and serve it to you on a silver platter. So coming up on the program today, we're talking SpaceX. Yes, they had a successful shuttle launch recently, which was awesome, and shot 2 American NASA astronauts into space for the first time since 2011. But they also had a prototype explode on the launch pad as well. I'll cover that, plus a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge VR game is coming later this year, I would imagine, to the Oculus and Oculus Quest, at least to start with. And of course, we'll wrap up today's edition of the program with this week's Moment of Joy. All that and a whole lot more coming up on today's edition of your weekly tech update next. While the next launch attempt for Crew Dragon was successful, and we now have 2 NASA astronauts that have been rocketed into space by a private company for the first time in history, well, there was still a couple of issues that we want to talk about down in Texas. SpaceX is busy working on its Starship project, and recently the company appeared to successfully complete a static fire test on the SN4 prototype of its next launch vehicle. But after that, well, it exploded on the test stand. Its predecessors have met similar fates as well. We've showed that to you on the program, including the Mk1 build as they collapsed or exploded while SpaceX works out the kinks in its manufacturing and design process, and of course finds how much stress that these starships can actually handle. There's no word on what may have caused the failure just yet, but as Chris Bergen of NASASpaceflight.com notes, well, they already have an SN5 built and ready to test. For now, you can check out video and sound captured from the explosion, and of course, check back for the video of the successful launch that happened this weekend that put 2 NASA astronauts into space for the first time on a private-owned rocket. Absolutely amazing. All right, there's a lot of fake products out in the world and a lot of speculation circulating about 5G, specifically as it relates to the novel coronavirus for some reason. Now, to be very clear, there is no evidence that the rollout of 5G is at all connected to the origin or spread of COVID-19, but that hasn't actually stopped dozens of attacks on cell towers, the proliferation of cockamamie conspiracy theories, and of course, hucksters peddling bogus anti-5G products to the scared masses. Now, the 5G BioShield USB key is the latest dumb device to make headlines. On its website, it's described as creating a wearable holographic nano-layer crystallizer that can be used for the, quote, balance and harmonization of the harmful effects of imbalanced electric radiation. Basically, the device creates a holographic bubble that somehow protects you from the scary 5G waves for a baffling, varied range of 8 to 40 meters. It is, in fact, just a regular old 128 megabyte USB stick, one that you can find on Amazon right now, for about 50 cents, and it has vaguely sci-fi words slapped onto it for marketing. Pen Test Partners, a UK-based security firm, wrote a teardown blog of the device. As you'd expect, the stick's supposed quantum holographic catalyzer technology transmitter was, well, nothing more than just a sticker. No other electronic components were found. The most disturbing thing about the USB stick, besides the fact that it costs roughly $525 US, is that it's been recommended by the Glastonbury Town Council's 5G Advisory Committee, which has called for an inquiry into 5G tech. That's according to the BBC. You can find the recommendation and a link to this bogus device on page 30 of the committee's final report. The report is also full of spurious 5G claims, saying that birds may fall out of the sky dead when 5G is on, and that people could get nosebleeds or even commit suicide at higher rates. Snopes, by the way, has debunked the 5G bird deaths, while health fears over 5G radiation are also, as you would expect, unfounded. Equally disturbing, the BBC found that the founders of BioShield Distribution show that they were previously involved in another dubious business called Immortalis that hawked a dietary supplement that featured a, quote, proprietary procedure that leads to relativistic time dilation and biological quantum entanglement at the DNA level. I'm pretty sure Star Trek didn't even have that level of technology. Not yet, anyway. But the anti-5G USB stick isn't the only bogus product out there. On Amazon, well, you're going to find an assortment of 5G underpants. Entering 5G protection into Amazon's search bar will net you about 9,000 results, with products ranging from pills to stickers to phone cases, hats, and of course the classic crystal bracelets. Querying 5G Shield is gonna get you roughly 1,000 results, including a ridiculous maternity belly band that supposedly protects an unborn fetus from the dangers of 5G. Is it surprising that Amazon hasn't cracked down on these products? Well, no, but it goes without saying that they probably should. So in light of the charlatans capitalizing on 5G-related coronavirus hoaxes, it bears repeating that 5G frequencies don't present a greater risk than other types of electromagnetic radiation. In fact, your older phones with the older 4G and 3G technology are actually proven to be much more harmful to living organisms. These bogus anti-5G products are at best expensive placebos, and according to the New York Times, your skin is actually a pretty good barrier against higher frequency radio waves, including, yes, 5G. So no one is catching COVID-19 from 5G cell towers. And those brain worms that you got, well, it's more likely that you probably picked them up from Twitter.